this pussy the kitchen. Yeah, that's my dog, he gon' sit down and listen. Call him a trick and he don't get a holler. Bitch, I'm a star, I got these niggas wishing. He say he hungry, this pussy the kitchen. Yeah, that's my dog, he gon' sit down and listen. Call him a trick and he don't get offended. He know he giving his money to Megan. He know it's very expensive to date me. Told him go put my name on that account because when I need money, I ain't tryna holler.
What's up, guys? It is a new day. I got clocked out of work. It's currently like 5, almost 2 something. I left a little early. I had to do something with my hair, brush my teeth. You know, because to be honest, work from home people, we really just be rolling out of bed. Sometimes I won't even brush my teeth and I'll wait until like I have a break or something, because knowing that I work from home, I can wait whenever I want. We finna head to the store, and yeah, I'll be back when we're there. Yeah, the gas station. Cold. Yeah, I got my big gulp coat. Is it a gulp? The extra large. If you would. Oh, I look cute. I was finna head home. We just had to run to the gas station real quick, get some gas and get some snacks. What's up, y'all? We back home, and I'm gonna sit in the car and just chill for a minute because I don't know, sometimes I just be wanting to chill in the car for a second. And then it's currently 4:14 afternoon. I have to clean up. Somebody's coming to visit a son when he comes back home from school, so I just gotta make sure the house clean. I'm gonna let you guys see me clean up the house, even though y'all seen it like 100 times anyway. I just wanted to sit back, I can talk. So I don't know if you guys know, me and my girlfriend have custody of my nephew. He is currently diagnosed with ADHD and ODD. And the thing is, a lot of people don't really understand. They don't take ADHD and ODD serious. It is levels to it. Some people can be minor, it can be mid, and sometimes it can be very extreme. He does have a hard time controlling his emotions, and not like lashing out, but he has a hard time expressing his emotions to and you know how when you're a child and you're in school, other kids, like, they judge you for little things, like just from you being different. They will literally bully you for you just being different. I feel like in the Black community, a lot of our parents, they don't really take mental illnesses. Like, say for example, when we were younger, like, you go to school, you act out and you're frustrated, or you get a call to your parents and your parents will rather whoop you, scream at you, rather than really trying to acknowledge what's the problem. And so many people are misdiagnosed. So many adults are misdiagnosed or not even diagnosed at all with certain things. And a lot of things, I don't even feel like it's a label to it. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to deal with kids who have a hard time expressing themselves, expressing their emotions. And sometimes a lot of things we used to get in trouble for, and we were literally just being a kid. Like, the stuff that we would get in trouble for is just normal things that a kid is going to do because we're still learning. With Asante being ADHD, he is more hyperactive than other kids. So right now, he is doing a lot better. Like, when I tell you he's doing a lot better, he's been going to therapy. He's in the process of getting an IEP at school, so where they can kind of like pay attention to him a little more. And I'm saying this to only really say one thing. So Asante, he likes playing outside. My thing is, he gets in trouble a lot, but it is a part of like his hyperactivity and his ODD. I honestly don't feel like his ODD is as bad as other kids. It's just a lot of times, instead of just giving him consequences and him learning from that first time, he will keep repeating the same behavior, and it'll take multiple times of dealing with the same consequence for him to actually learn. ODD has never really been an issue with me. I definitely feel like a lot of things that he would do would just be him learning himself, him not understanding how to control his emotions, and he's still learning to be emotionally intelligent. He definitely is starting to take accountability, and I think that helps a lot with the behavioral health and the therapy. It's hard because it's like you don't want to keep a child who is ADHD inside the house, because honestly, I feel like ADHD is nothing but kids who are very gifted and they love to explore. They want to be, they're more nature kids. Like, if you notice, a lot of ADHD kids, they just love to play outside. They like to just play all the time. And sometimes it gets frustrating, but we have to understand, like, a lot of kids who are considered ADHD, I feel like that is a label for them just to put on them because they're not, following society, and their mind doesn't want to follow society because they're very gifted. They know how they want to express themselves more than other kids. So what better way to put their name on it than ADHD? Honestly, you know, people think I'm spreading false information, but that's just my personal opinion from what I see and what my research is. I'll experience adults like knocking on the door and saying, hey, your kid did this, or your kid did that, and your kid did this, which I love. I like when adults are able to knock on the door and let me know what he's doing, so just in case he is doing something wrong, I'm able to correct it. I don't like when adults will literally act like nothing, won't come to me as an adult, and they'll just, you know, have an attitude. You know how somebody kid do something and it's like you take it out on an adult, and a lot of people be like, okay, it starts at home, but a lot of times kids have things going on with them mentally, personally, things that they went through, and it's not always the adult that's encouraging their behavior. Being that he is ADHD and he's ODD, a lot of people may misthink things about me, thinking I'm raising him wrong or I'm raising him in this way, but actually he has a lot of things going on with him internally. And I honestly feel like he does have high anxiety. I do feel like it's a lot more that I probably prefer not to put out here because I don't want to really much put his business out. So, but he does tell people, hey, I'm ADHD and ODD. So I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind me telling that. So I don't think he knows that he has anxiety, but I really feel like he does. I'm with him every day, and I really feel like he does have, like, not extreme, but like mid anxiety. Because even went times where I took him to the doctor, and usually when he was younger, he used to like, okay, whatever. And now the lady, she kind of like checked his blood pressure, and when it came back, he was super high. But I noticed like how he was looking, like he seemed like he was breathing really hard. He was nervous, and there's no reason for him to be nervous because he's religious exempt. He doesn't get shots. There's no reason why he would really be nervous for like a shot or anything like that. So I noticed like now he's really like nervous. Like he doesn't, it's like he's like, you can tell his mind is going 100 miles per hour. His blood pressure came back really high. And I can tell because that happens with my girlfriend too. So I could tell like he does have anxiety. I said, he's probably just nervous. Let's try it again. I just said, Asante, I know he probably has he's a little nervous. So Asante, just breathe in and out, and then we can get this over with. And the next go around, it went down. I know he has anxiety, but he just hasn't officially gotten diagnosed yet for sure. With him, I try to keep him inside because I know a lot of adults don't really understand him. To them, they may look like, oh, he's just a bad kid, or he's just this, or like, why is he acting like he doesn't know these things? And with me, I understand. Me and my girlfriend, we understand that he may not, well, certain kids may know, like, if you're being sarcastic, like, a kid will know. Like, if you don't want to hang out with him, or if that person not being your friend and stuff like that, other kids would know. But he is the type of person that it will take him a while to kind of get it. It'll take him learning things the hard way to get it. And even then, it's like he'll keep putting himself through that situation. So that's why I kind of keep him inside, because I don't play about my nephew. My girlfriend don't play about my nephew. I'd be dang if an adult barge themselves in, or, you know, kids do crazy stuff. And I know how some people may not understand him. For me, I felt like I don't like him being on technology so much. But it's like, it's only so much I can do, rather than just kind of letting him just roam around and play, because I don't have the time to constantly watch him 24/7. My girlfriend doesn't have the time. She's usually, you know, at work. I work from home. I can kind of monitor in and out, but you know, kids, they're going to be sneaky. So it was a situation where our neighbor, we have a neighbor, and then her daughter actually lives in the neighborhood, and it seems like a lot of people know them or whatever. And Santi plays with their kids sometimes. When this is when we had, like, in the beginning, we moved here. And then they were kind of younger, but I noticed Asante, he likes to hang out with younger kids because they are less judgmental. And he feels like kids that are his age, they are a little harsh. So I noticed he tries to hang out with more younger kids. But I try to stop that, because being that he doesn't know how to fully control his emotions, you know, that may end up bad, especially with a littler kid. And just like with a big kid, like, you can kind of like play fight and stuff like that, and you can get away with it because you guys are just, you know, being playful. With a younger kid, you can't really do that because they're smaller, their parents get involved, it's more serious. So he comes to me and tell me, I think this boy took my ball or something like that. And I said, Asante, don't let nobody take nothing from you, this and that. Like, you need to get your ball. Like, I don't indulge in violence, but if it comes to where some kids are kind of taking advantage of you, like, get your stuff. Do not walk away without your stuff, because then they're going to try to start stuff. This lady who kid it was, she kind of was like a little aggressive, and you can kind of tell like she's like a troublemaker a little bit. But I just watched her because it's like, and you can tell how she raises her kids. She raises them a little different than I do. She kind of like roughs up her kids, so like she talks like cusses at them like very like disrespectfully. So I kind of like didn't want Asante to be around that, because you know, parents, they feel like, oh, they raise their kid a certain way, then and then they see you raise them a different way, they're like, okay, well, that's why they act like that, but not knowing that, you know, the things that he has going on. Weeks later, my nephew ends up going and getting the ball, but mind you, it's a week later. So I had already told him, look, if you're going to do it right then and there, because if you wait a week later, it's going to look like you're being a problem starter. But like I said, he has a little hard time comprehending things, to where it's kind of like he has to learn it the hard way. So he came to my door. I see him walking up with the football, and he's like, oh, I'm going to tell my auntie this and that. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, I got my ball back, this and that. And mind you, one thing about Asante, when he gets mad, because he knows what people are doing, it's like he knows what they're doing towards him, but he's like very forgiving. Like, he'll still surround himself with that. He don't understand, okay, if that person is being fake, or if that person is being, you know, trying to get you in trouble, just completely cut them off. He'll kind of like still involve himself around it. But with kids, certain kids, it's like a certain extent to where, you know, okay, oh, well, we're back friends. But it's like things that you just clearly say, you cannot be around that anymore. Like, it's no way you can be friends with that person anymore. But hey, to each his own. Kids will be kids, because I had a hard time comprehending a little bit when I was younger that somebody's not my friend. Later on, I'm like, okay, well, you got your ball back, okay. So later on, I get a knock at my door. Y'all, it's the mom, or the auntie, or whatever. The one that I said, like, how she talks to her kids are like totally against from how I talk to my nephew. She knocking on the door. I'm like, oh Lord, Santi, what you do? Because not gonna lie, it's been a couple of times where we'll get knocks on the door. I'm like, okay, Santi, what did you do? But me being open-minded, because I know that a lot of parents are going to lie on him because they don't understand how he is, and they feel like he's just a bad kid because they don't know how to deal with kids like that. She came respectful. She didn't come disrespectful. She's like, your child, this and that, he took the ball from my son and stuff like that. And I'm like, he took the ball from his son. Asante starts talking, and then he's like, I had to film on my phone because my camera died, and I just was not finna go back in the house and go get another battery. Asante's like, well, you remember that day? He was talking to the lady. He was like, you remember that day? And they took my ball and stuff like that. And then that lady was just like getting frustrated, and you could tell, like, bro, you could tell she don't like when kids talk back to her. But he wasn't talking back. Like, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let my nephew express himself. If he's not getting disrespectful, if he's not screaming at you, he should be able to explain himself, because at the end of the day, he was there and I wasn't. And I know kids lie, but I'm pretty sure if he sees that you have your kids here, mind you, her kids was in the back, like, they know what she was on. Like, she was just like a problem maker. So Asante, if he sees an adult here saying something, and they see kids here, he sees a lot of like people there, he's not gonna make up a story. So, and then plus, if he know he wrong, he kind of gonna be quiet. He actually was sticking up for himself. Like, she know that them boys her sons took his ball. Mind you, it's just a ball, but it's just a principle. Cause she tried to come up to the thing and lie. So she's like, yeah, I just noticed he gets really angry and stuff like that. I'm like, it's a reason why he get angry. He don't get angry. Trust me. There's no way, like, he's just angry for nothing. Like I said, I know my nephew. Like, I know he's not finna just abruptly just do reckless stuff to your kids and knowing that they're a little younger. He's not finna do that. And I'm just listening to her because sometimes, you know, kids can be sneaky. You never know. Like, he might be doing something that I don't really know. So I'm listening to him. And then when she said he was sticking up for her, he was sticking up for himself. And he was like, yeah, you remember when they took my ball and stuff like that. And she was like, she literally got quiet. Like, she didn't want to really hear what he had to say because she knew that he was telling the truth. But I feel like the real reason why she was mad is because she just was already irritated with him, and she just felt like he was proving his point. But you know how, like, some adults be like, oh, I don't talk to kids and stuff like that, which is understandable, but don't say you don't talk to kids when you know he's making a point. So I'm like, you know what, I don't want her to say anything disrespectful to him. He was able to express himself. So I'm like, you know what, Asante, I'm gonna handle it. And she's like, oh, well, this is their ball and stuff like that. Mind you, I know Asante. I know he ain't finna just go and grab nobody else's ball. He know that was his ball. And mind you, it was like 2 weeks later. So that's why I told him, I said, look, it's 2 weeks later. It was so old. And the thing is, I told him to go get his ball. Yes, I did. I told him to go get his ball. The reason why he went to go get his ball, because I told him. But you're right, it was so long ago, so it does look like he is starting something, in which I already told him, do not wait to go get your stuff, get it right away, because now it looks like you're trying to start a fight. But I told him to go get his ball. Yes, I did. And because I'm the type of parent that you're not just going to run over my kid. I don't care, small, little, whatever. You don't have to be violent, but get your stuff back. Just like if it was them on the other foot, she would have told them to get their stuff. So I'm telling him to get his stuff. And then she's like, well, mind you, I'm surprised how she came at me. Honestly, from her demeanor, she doesn't give that she would even approach that way. But I feel like because of how I was expressing myself, she wasn't getting up there. I was kind of being understanding, but I did tell her, look, I told him to go get it. Yes. When people don't understand ADHD kids and ODD kids, they're already ready to make an issue with them. So it's like I experience a lot of time when adults will come and say, oh, Asante's doing something, but it's just reality. A lot of times they will lie on him just because they're just, one, annoyed, or they don't understand him. So that's why I like to keep him inside, because I just don't want to deal with nobody like treating him any type of way, and I just don't want to deal with him, you know, having to be outside and people just treat him wrong just because they don't understand him. So, which is hard, because I don't like for him to be inside on technology. I don't want him to be bored. So the thing I have to do is kind of like let him get on his phone and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Moral of the story is, like, dealing with a child with ADHD and ODD, it is a little difficult with other people. Like, you can be a good parent. You can be teaching them well. You can be, you know, doing the things you need to do, but when society comes around, it can get a little hard with encountering other people and other people who are not used to kids with ODD and ADHD and other diagnoses, as well as PTSD. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that because it just was heavy on my mind, and it's not been talked about a lot. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue cleaning my house because he has a visit coming soon, and you know how they be. So I'll be back.
Nico the Gallo. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I'm made. Every time I try to call, something keeps telling me back. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I'm made. Yeah, I know what this is. It was all good at first, spending money, going shopping, eating at the They tell me to trust a woman in this industry, but she not any woman, more like a sacred friend to me. Thus when I'm out of town, always think of her. Might conversate with some chicks, but no one come above her. I thought I was your man, guess you ain't understand. And now I'm sitting here looking crazy, like damn. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, pulling me back, pulling me away. Every time I try to call, something keeps telling me that, everything's
Alright guys, so I'm done pretty much cleaning his room. Y'all don't mind a hole in the wall. Kids just be in here playing and just doing stuff. But I just left all that right there. I ain't got time to be organizing because I organized the last time and it just got just right back like that. So I ended up putting his shoes under here just to give him more space because he had his shoes all right here and it was just taking up unnecessary space. I had shoes in the closet. I don't know why he just took these out, but to each his own. So I did a little 1-2. I could have deep cleaned it more, but I didn't expect this room to be still that dirty. Ready spray. I'm coming to clean up the kitchen. I just gotta do these dishes real quick.
But you got that deep for me. Real love is deep for me. I'ma make you go weak for me. Make you wait a whole week for me. I see you watching, baby. I know you want it, baby. I know you need it. Trouble, but you want it all. You think I know you need love. I need some too. Do you want this? Like it wants you. Know that booty gon' do what it wants to. Can't hit it one time. Comfortable. I know you see these red racks on me. Now come and get hot. 20, 40, 80 out the trap. Hit it with the rap. Put it on the map. We'll be right back. Call me when you wanna get hot. 20 man turn up with the racks. I be P on that bag. Couple G's on my dash. Nigga, I'm bad. I'm bad. You wanna get, well, you can't get no higher than this. No. Cause love don't get no higher.
Y'all, what's up? I'm back, and as you can see, I'm in the midst of taking my makeup off. I just had makeup on because I just finished doing a tournament for TikTok for my agency. If you haven't already followed me on TikTok, go ahead and follow me. It'll be right here. And yeah, so we're just removing the makeup with this Aerobonics Sensitive Skin Face and Body Wash. And I usually clean my skin with coconut oil. And then I'll put the soap on it, but today we're just gonna put the soap because I am out of coconut oil. I just took off my makeup and brushed my teeth. I'm just gonna show y'all how the gifts are looking under the Christmas tree. So far guys, it's even Christmas, so I am just going to end this vlog off here. Okay, here's the light, it looks better. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Nico the Gallo.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, pulling me amazing. Lady, what's good? Every time I try to call, something keeps telling me that. Slide in the building. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, pulling me amazing. So what's that on the bill? Yeah, I know what this is. What the means we got. It was so good at first, spending money, going shopping, eating at the finest restaurants, and it relationship that grow. They tell me to trust a woman in this industry, but she not any woman, more like a sacred friend to me. Thus when I'm out of town, always think of her. Might conversate with some chicks, but no one come above her. I thought I was your man, guess you ain't understand. And now I'm sitting here looking crazy like